I'm the natural person, I'm the living man. For the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. It is not the name you have attached to this case. Me, I believe that's a state created entity, Your Honor. And me being a living person. I don't. My name is in proper punctuation. I don't have a all caps name. So this is under the assumption that you guys have personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction over me, right?
Yes.
We've got a wild one today. An intense courtroom showdown featuring yet another sovereign citizen trying to outsmart the system. This guy walks and acting like he's cracked some secret legal code, claiming the court has no authority over him. But spoiler alert, he has absolutely no idea what he's talking about. Like seriously, if you're going to argue with a judge, someone who literally does this for a living, maybe, I don't know, do a little research first. Watching him ramble about jurisdiction and sovereign rights while the judge keeps her cool is equal parts painful and hilarious. This one's got confusion, comedy, and a brutal reality check all rolled into one. So buckle up. Let's dive in and watch this self-proclaimed legal genius crash and burn in real time. And hey, if you enjoy seeing courtroom chaos and instant karma like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss what happens next.
Good morning. 14B District Court is now in session. This is Magistrate Hillary Braley presiding. Okay, and I need you unmuted at the jail. There we go. Can I have your name, please?
For the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. I'm the natural person, I'm the living man. How we doing today, Miss Braley?
We are upright, if nothing else. So, okay. And you said your name is Thomas Styron.
The second.
The second.
And then I'm the natural person, the living man.
Okay, thank you for your patience there. We had a little bit of a kerfuffle. So,
No problem.
recalling case number 19S00472, that is the state of Michigan versus Thomas Ulrich Styron, the second, you said. And also calling 24W001025, that is the township of Ypsilanti, also versus Thomas Ulrich Styron. So state your name for the record.
So, for the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. It is not the name you have attached to this case is not me. I believe that's a state created entity, Your Honor. And me being a living person, I don't, my name is in proper punctuation. I don't have a all caps name, nor.
Okay, I'm going to cut you off right there.
How many crayons did this guy eat before walking into court? Because wow, this sovereign citizen is on a whole different level of clueless. If you're going to pull that tired, I don't consent to your jurisdiction routine. At least have a clue what you're saying. Watching him ramble about punctuation, capitalization, and common law rights, like he just discovered Google last night, is honestly painful. You can practically see the judge holding back laughter. She's sitting there with that look of, is this guy serious right now? And honestly, who could blame her? You can tell she thinks he's a complete idiot, and rightfully so. But hang tight, because the best part is still coming. What the judge says at the end, absolute gold. You're not going to want to miss it.
Okay.
I don't have no contracts with the state of Michigan at all, period. And so I was wondering about personal jurisdiction, subject matter jurisdiction in regards to this.
Okay. And you can continue to wonder about those at the moment. What I am doing, you have a show cause hearing on the matter ending in 472, which is the retail fraud charge. I'm showing a balance of $210 on that. And then what you're being arraigned on, that is what I am here to explain the charge against you, is a citation issued on April 2nd, 2024 at 9:24 in the evening. That charges that you operated a motor vehicle on North Ford Boulevard at or near Russell Street with no license on your person. Do you comprehend the charge against you?
I do not. I don't even own a license. I canceled my license years ago.
Okay. So, what you are being charged with is operating a motor vehicle without having a license on your person. So, I'm not asking if you agree with this. I'm not asking if you have a license. I'm asking if you understand the words coming out of my mouth as far as what this charge is.
The charge is accused me of not having a driver's license on my person, correct?
Correct.
Well, from my understanding, I need a driver's license if I'm in commerce. I was traveling home.
Okay.
I wasn't doing business at all. And also from my understanding, I don't need a license to do that.
And your overstanding is incorrect, sir. But we are not going to get into that.
Did this guy just snitch on himself? Because wow, this might be the easiest case the judge has had all week. He's literally charged with driving without a license, and then admits on camera he hasn't had one in 2 years. And then to top it off, he says he wasn't driving. He was traveling. Bro, come on. That's not a defense. That's a confession with extra steps. Like seriously, how are you going to argue you weren't driving when you were caught behind the wheel? These sovereign citizen types always try to reinvent the dictionary instead of just following basic laws. You can't rewrite legal definitions just because they don't fit your fantasy. And honestly, how much does a driver's license even cost? A few bucks and a trip to the DMV. Instead, this guy's choosing court dates, fines, and potential jail time just to make some weird free traveler point. To be fair, he's being polite for a sovereign citizen. But yeah, the lights are on and nobody's home. What do you guys think? Is this guy just clueless or trying way too hard to sound smart? Let's dive back in.
For now, you are saying that you have understood the words as far as not having a license on your person. It is a misdemeanor charge with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both.
So this is under the assumption that you guys have personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction over me, right?
Yes.
So
at this time, the court is going to set a pre-trial date for you. That will be before Judge Washington.
ma'am, can we prove the jurisdiction first before we go ahead with setting a trial for that entity or a pre-trial for that entity?
I hear you, and at this point you are appearing in front of the court. You have put your name on the record, and yes, we are setting a pre-trial date for you.
I did put my name on the record, and my name that I put on the record is not the same name that you have attached to that case.
And you can provide documentation of such at your pre-trial date, which is going to be June 26th.
So the documentation that I have published, recorded the documentation I have published and recorded on the record, on the state of Michigan record, that says what I just told you, that I'm not who you have, that I'm not the name you have attached to that case, that's I need to bring that with me, is what you're saying? It being already recorded and on the state of Michigan records, that good enough?
Whatever documentation you have,
Mm-hmm.
bring it with you to your pre-trial date. That is what I am telling you, yes. So, and again, that court date, June 26th? Okay. Will be June 26th at 9 a.m. before Judge Washington. The court will enter that you are standing mute to all charges at this time.
So we're just assuming jurisdiction though, correct?
Yes.
How? From my understanding, that has to be proved before we even proceed with anything else. Am I wrong?
you are not correct. The court will also set a personal recognizance bond in this matter. Basically, you are promising to show up for that June 24th court date at 9 a.m. over Zoom before Judge Washington, where you will have your pretrial. Okay, so at this point, your hearings are concluded. You are free to stand up and tell the jail that you are finished.
So I need to be there under threat, duress, coercion of going to jail?
I've got to say, this judge absolutely owned that sovereign citizen without even breaking a sweat. She let him talk just long enough to hang himself with his own nonsense, then stepped in and shut it down with pure professionalism and just the right amount of sass. That's the kind of courtroom control you love to see. It's honestly refreshing watching a judge stay calm but firm while dealing with someone who clearly binged too many. You don't have jurisdiction over me, YouTube videos. She wasn't flustered. She wasn't angry. Just completely in charge. We definitely need more judges who can handle these types with that same balance of patience and power. And seriously, can we talk about Zoom court for a second? Because I swear, it takes all the authority out of the room, especially when it's a sovereign citizen trying to argue from their living room. Like, how are you going to challenge the United States legal system while sitting next to your Wi-Fi router? It's impossible to take that seriously. The lag, the interruptions, the talking over the judge. It just turns into digital chaos. Anyway, that's going to wrap this one up. What did you guys think about how the judge handled it? And do you think Zoom court hearings make these moments even more ridiculous? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.